sis. Good evening. Good evening. Welcome to our Pi Power Hour Plan, Implement, Execute. This is your girl, Maya Lynn Harris, founder of Womb Women Owned Minority Businesses. And today is Sunday, November 12th, 2023. Quick shout out to Bryce and Mandel, my sons, celebrating their 27th birthday. I'm the mother of 27-year-olds. How? Bryce, Dell, I love you. All right. So if you are joining us for the first time, this is our Pi Power Hour. It's an opportunity for you to get ready for your week, just writing out your action steps for your goals for the month. All right. And so, of course, if you see this, if you see my face, like, share. Somebody might need this that's on your timeline, and don't be selfish. You gotta share. All right. And if you have not downloaded your weekly planner, go ahead. The link is in the description. It's scrolling at the bottom. It's at the bottom here. Go ahead and download your weekly planner because you want to make sure that you are writing this stuff down. Don't try to keep it in your head. You got to write it down. All right. So if you're joining us for the first time, this is, again, our Pi Power Hour. And what we do on Sundays, take about an hour, 45 minutes to an hour on Sunday to write out your action steps for the week that are leading you to your goal for the quarter, your milestone for the month, however you want to look at it. All right. Now, this is separate from your weekly to-do list. This is not the ins and outs of your business for, day to day. This is going to be the steps that you're taking to reach a specific target, right? A very specific target. So this is separate from your to-do list. I want to make sure you understand that. All right. And so, of course, every week I give you some strategies to help you, get through this planning process to make it a little bit easier for you. And today I decided to actually change it up a little bit. We've been talking a lot about SMART goals and KPIs and things like that. And sometimes just the language of something might be your obstacle, right? Just for whatever reason, you can't figure out or seems too complicated. So I wanted to introduce an alternative planning strategy when it comes to goal setting. Now, I was a English teacher for 20 plus years. And anytime that we were preparing, whether it was for preparing to write an essay, preparing for a research paper, whatever, I always had my students start with their 5 W's: who, what, where, when, and why, right? And then I'll give them that bonus H, which is the how. But those terms, which we're all very familiar with, those terms can be applied to any type of planning. And so we're going to use that tonight for your goal setting. We're going to use that tonight for your goal setting. All right. So let's start with your what. We're going to start with your what. Number one. What are you trying to do? Like, what are you working towards? Right. And so that's very simple. What is the goal that you're trying to accomplish? And that way you're again writing it out, making it very plain. What specifically are you working towards? That's very easy. That is your what. All right. So your second one, where are you now? So if you are planning on getting from point A to point B, you have to have a clear indication of what your point A is before you can get to that point B. Where are you now and where are you trying to go? So your goal is that end piece where you're trying to go, but you also have to recognize where you are right now because that's going to make sure that your goal is realistic. All right. So number two is where are you now? All right. Number three is when. When do you need to get this done? When do you need to start? When do you need to finish? Pretty simple, right? So everything has to be time based. This is still very similar to SMART goals. It's just worded differently. So everything needs to be time based. When am I starting this? And when does this need to be finished by? Is this a 1 week thing? Is this a 1 month thing? Is this a 1 quarter thing? You have to determine your when, right? So we have now our who. Who is going to help you? Who do you need? Whether it's for help or support or coaching or mentoring or maybe some of that you're going to get some resources from. Who is going to help you get to this goal? You don't have to do it by yourself. Kind of got to get this, strong woman crown off of our head that's very, very heavy. You can ask for help. People who are successful get help. Okay, so it is not a sign of weakness. Everybody has their strengths, and the things that you need to do aren't necessarily always going to be able, tap into your strength. So who can you get to help you get these things done? All right. And then, of course, number 5 is why. Why is this goal so important to you? Why do you need to do this? Like, what? Why are you going to take the time to go through these steps to get this done? Have a strong understanding of what your why is for each goal. And of course, we have our bonus. We have our 6. We have our how. And I love the how, right? Because everything else, the 1 through 5, the who, what, where, when, and why, all of that's part of your planning. But the how is that implementation and execution. What are the steps that you're about to do? How am I going to do this? Right? You have to understand the actual actions that have to be taken in order for you to accomplish that goal. So it's one thing to say that you're going to acquire 20 new clients by December 31st, and you're going to get a coach to teach you a couple new things, and you have all the who, what, where, when, and why. But how are you going to do that? How are you going to get those 20 new clients? So then you're really starting to write down what the action steps are for each of your goals. All right. So those 5 W's and that H that you learned all the way back in elementary or middle school, they can still apply to you today in your business. You just got to take the time to sit down and use it. All right. So this is Sunday. Take a few minutes to just really think about what you need to get done for the week. Write them down. Let your accountability partner know what you're doing so they can hold you accountable to those action steps. And then go ahead and get it done. You just got to get it done. I know you can do it. We believe in you. We got your back. And then you have to register for our circle meetings. Our circle meetings are coming up this last week of November. It's the last set of circle meetings for 2023. We don't do them in December. Everybody takes a good break in December. So we are having our last set of circle meetings the last week of November. So the North Carolina Circle, Virginia Circle, Maryland Circle, our national circle, everyone's having their meetings the last week of November. So you use the link in the description. We have it going across the screen here, wombbiz.org/circle meetings, all one word, and go ahead and register for our upcoming circle meetings. All right, family. So I will see you next week, same time, 8 p.m. with our power hour for next week as we are slide into Thanksgiving holiday. Things about to get busy. Things about to get thick. Let's go. So don't forget, the plan is going to be important because the holidays will knock you off, right? They will distract you so very much so that you end up behind. Don't let that happen. So make sure you have everything written down so that you can hold yourself accountable to the things that you want to accomplish. All right. Be blessed and be a blessing. And I will see you next week. Bye, family.